What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, my name is Phil. In case you're clicking this video for the first time, you are very much welcome. In today's video we are making twisted donuts. These donuts are so yummy, super fluffy on the inside, very soft, and they have a little bit of crunchiness on the outside as well. You can have this for breakfast or as a snack any time of the day. I tell you, when I make this in my house, they don't even last a second. These are best served when they are hot. You can serve them anytime you want, but I would recommend you serve them once they are out of that frying pan. The recipe is super simple. Anyone can make this at home. I've listed the whole ingredients in the description box down below, so don't forget to check on that. So without saying more, let's get started. So the first thing, we're going to activate our yeast. So make sure that you're using fresh yeast. Don't use yeast that has been sitting in your pantry for a long time, or else you won't get good results. So here I have half a cup of lukewarm milk. I've added half a cup of lukewarm water. I'm also adding 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast. You'll go ahead and mix that well, and then we're just going to let this rest for about 5 minutes. Next, let's quickly mix our dry ingredients. So in your bowl, you're going to add 3 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, you will add 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You go ahead and whisk that for about a minute until everything is nicely incorporated. Next, our yeast mixture is ready. You'll go ahead and add it to the flour mixture, and just using a spatula, you'll mix this until you start forming a dough. So remember guys, I've listed the ingredients for this recipe in the description box down below. Don't forget to check on that. And also, if you're watching this video and you're new to this channel, you are much welcome. Don't forget to subscribe for more of my amazing recipes. So next, we're just going to switch and use our hands. So we're just going to knead this for about 7 minutes until the dough is stiff and no longer sticky. So remember, you can just throw everything in a dough mixer or a stand mixer, which will actually make this process very much easier. So as you can see, our dough is ready. So for the next thing, we're just going to place it on a flat surface, and then I'm just going to spread it out like the way I'm doing it here. Next, we will add butter. So I'm using 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. You can also use margarine, but make sure it is suitable for baking. So just going to wrap your butter with that dough, and then you're just going to knead this for about 8 minutes. So this is going to take a bit of time because we have to make sure all the butter is mixed in that dough. So it's gonna look a bit messy, but don't worry about that. Just continue kneading this, just using your hands until your surface remains clean. That was a task guys. I should really invest in a stand mixer or a dough mixer, which will actually make this process very much easier. So as you can see, our dough at this point is very soft. So next, we're just going to proof it. So you lightly oil your bowl, and then you'll place the dough, and then you're just going to cover it, and we are going to let this rest for about 45 minutes or until it doubles in size. Our dough has been resting for about 45 minutes, and as you can see, it has doubled in size. So just go ahead and remove that paper, and then you just quickly give it a light punch to release out the air buildup in that dough. Next, you'll transfer the dough to your working space, and then you just give it a quick knead. This will take about a minute. Next, just using your hands, you're going to roll this dough like a log-like shape. So make sure to make it a bit longer, and then you're just going to cut this dough into 12 equal pieces. So make sure you have 12 equal pieces. This ensures that the donuts turn out the same size with a similar number of swirls after we have twisted them, which I'm going to show you how to twist them after this. So just pick one piece of the dough and then you're just going to place it on top of your working space, and just using your hands you're going to roll the dough. So the key to twisting the dough is rolling the two ends of the piece of the dough in opposite direction. So roll one side of the dough away from you and the other towards you. This creates tension in the dough. When you lift the twisted dough up by its two ends, you'll notice that it turns by itself into that twisted shape. You can then give it a little assistance to form the perfect shape for the twisted donuts. You'll place the dough on a parchment paper that has been dusted with some flour. So I want to show you another easy method that you can twist the donuts. So you'll roll your dough and then you're just going to twist the dough manually, as you can see the way I'm doing it here. I think this method is actually very much easier than the first method. So make sure you've sealed the end of that twisted donut. Once you're done, you just place it on your lined up tray and then just make sure you give them a space so that when they're proofing they don't touch each other. So just nicely line them and then you're going to let this rest for about 30 minutes until they double in size, and you can see they have proofed well and they have doubled in size. So next we're just going to cook them. You'll put your pan over medium heat and then you're just going to add some vegetable oil. We are going to heat this for about 5 minutes. So to test if your oil is ready, you're just going to insert a wooden stick. If you don't see any bubbles coming out of the stick, that means that your oil is not ready to use. So you'll continue heating the oil until there are bubbles coming out of the stick. So you slowly pick the twisted donuts pieces and place them on your oil, and then you're just going to fry this for about 3 to 5 minutes until they're nicely golden brown on the outside. So the level of the heat when cooking these donuts is very important, so make sure that you're cooking them on medium level. If you cook them on high level, they will end up browning on the outside and not cooking very well on the inside. And also if you cook them at low heat, they will end up soaking all the oil and you'll end up with very oily donuts, which you really don't want. So make sure that the level of heat is at medium level. So just remove them from the hot oil, place them over a kitchen towel to release out more excess oil, and that's just it. Your donuts are ready. I like serving them immediately when they're still hot because they are soft and yummy at this point. These twisted donuts don't even last a day in my house, so they are very perfect for breakfast or just as a snack. So to store them, this can last for up to 2 days at room temperature. You can just place them in a Ziploc bag and that's just it. But I will really recommend eating them as soon as possible because they are fluffiest and crunchiest when they are freshly fried. So just eat them when they are still hot. You will love them. I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did. And that's what I'm making today, guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you're going to try this recipe. As you can see, it's very easy and simple to make. So if you try it, don't forget to tell me how yours came out on the comment section down below. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so that you don't miss any of my easy and amazing recipes. Also, you can find more of my recipes on Instagram or on TikTok at feels_kitchen. So till my next video, bye.